Welcome everyone to a special Black Desert Season 101 stream with me, CM Shirna.
And with me, CM Trent.
What? I changed it up. See what happens when you break routine? This kind of stuff happens. You didn't read the script earlier on. Right. So today we're just going to basically talk about season servers. We're not really going to do any of the usual dev Q&A that we do. It's mostly just going to be helping you guys with season servers. If you're joining us, this is your first time maybe joining us. Things get weird.
A lot of this is going to be questions that we've collected through, our Discord, through other people's streams, as well as on Reddit. And, if you guys don't know, the console Reddit is a great place to actually ask questions because they have the weekly questions and answers, and they help out a lot on that. But Seasons is confusing for a lot of people, and so this stream is going to be specifically focused on helping those people out. Now, as Shirna said, we're not going to really do as much of the dev Q&A and content when and all these kind of questions. However, if those questions are in the stream, we'll go through the stream later, collect those questions, and try to answer them in a future stream or some kind of post or maybe something like that. The other thing I want to say is that during the stream, we're going to try and interact with chat as much as we can in terms of what questions you have regarding seasons or the game in general and how to do things. This is more a beginner / intermediate / returning adventure type stream. And hopefully, if I can, I'll put the timestamps for the frequently asked questions in the comments on YouTube when it goes back up. I know a lot of you have... Oh, sorry. Did you want to say something?
No.
I know a lot of you on YouTube have already made guides on season servers and how to go about it, what's the best way to go about it. I'll try and give them more shoutouts on either Discord or SNS, but there's a lot of people like that. You should definitely check them out. We're going to answer a lot of the basics today.
Yeah, right. One of the things, today's maintenance is going to be coming out, and there will be an update with it. The maintenance will bring mostly fixes to things in the seasons and also fixing Corsair's succession damage. The damage was not applied as it should be. And also fixing the fact that Shies could straight up slaughter Corsairs. That has also been remedied in this one. That's basically it. I'll just take a quick look. If you want to see what is coming, most of it is in the 0702 unscheduled maintenance notice. That's pretty much everything that's coming with that, including the requirement for the Pen Naru to Prytuvula exchange. The point of that, if you're on the special growth, has been lowered from chapter 11 to, I believe, chapter 8 or 9, something like that. So a lot of fixes.
And a couple of changes to like quest requirements and stuff like that.
And that's about it for the maintenance that's going to happen later today. And we're also going to be fixing some things behind the scenes.
Yep. Is there anything else we should do in terms of State of the Address?
So someone was in Twitch chat asking about the bans. If you do have that ban, the notice stated that you need to go to support in order to appeal. We cannot do anything here.
Yeah. Anything regarding that has to go through our support system. It says it in the notice as well. Any appeals or anything like that or questions regarding it, please do go to support, ask that question, because they're the ones that are going to be able to help you out with that if they can. Yeah. The other thing that I want to say is that as we jump in on this stream, few things to know. One, this is, we haven't dev builded this thing.
Yeah.
We're going to start. I'm at level 14 on a Corsair.
I'm at level 14 on a Zerk, unfortunately.
And we're just going to kind of go through on this and show people what to do.
The Crow Merchants thing, something that I haven't heard before because not many people are there. I will report that. Actually, Kashima, can you report that? The final reward in the season pass doesn't seem to be working as intended. I don't know if there's triggers or anything like that that I know. Yep. Also, for those who are saying, oh, but Corsair is like really bad and whatever, don't forget, updates happen. And if the general feedback is that she needs a buff, she will get a buff. Just like the general feedback on Sage was he needs a nerf, and he got a nerf.
So all these things regarding classes and I guess like general fixes or update related questions, we're gonna stop answering that as much as we can and try to focus more on some of the season specific questions. So once this goes on the VOD on YouTube,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a timestamp saying this is where it begins.
Okay.
So we're gonna do an intro.
Do we have
Just
to?
do the intro. You got this.
Oh,
right?
all
So
right.
3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, I'm CM Shirna.
I am CM Trent, and this is the Seasons 101 stream.
I'm glad that's unusual for you, isn't it? Picking up that part.
Yeah, I've already messed it up. All
That's
right,
fine. All right.
let's jump on in.
So we're just going to switch between two different gameplays. Unfortunately, I completely forgot that you have to have completed certain quests to do the special growth.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally, Kashima. That was really delayed.
Yeah. So one thing we're going to show first, right, is that this is a question that a lot of people have been asking, both on Discord as well as in just regular streams and videos and whatnot, right? Is that if you have purchased the summer season pass, why is it not working, right? And we're going to answer a couple questions with this along the way. So with the season pass, you collect it from your mail, and then you go, hello, friend, and then you go to your inventory over here, and then you gotta press on this. Just because you purchased it does not mean it is active. So you go, press on it. There's gonna be a confirmation thing. Press on it again. There's gonna be another one here. Press it. And now it should all be there. But as you can see, I can't seem to collect this right now. Why is that?
I don't know. Why is that, Trent?
It's because you gotta collect the regular track first, right? So as you can see right now, I'm at the Compliment of a Veteran quest, which means I've already completed Red Nose. But there's all this over here. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So as soon as you collect this, I can now collect all the other stuff. So the next quest is over here because I've already defeated 20 imps. Or I can get the Black Spirit Pass reward here as well. And I'm just gonna keep going here because I've done all this, and this is how you collect your rewards.
Right. If you're on the special growth and you see the next quest is Boss Giath, the Goblin Chief, do not worry, because the special growth will not make you fight Giath. But when you reach level 30 and you take the Fugar's Memorandum, I believe 3, just need to double check that, but I can't, it will automatically unlock any of the quest requirements up until a certain point. And then as you level up more and you complete more of the Fugar's Memorandums, then it will collect those as well. There might be stops there if you haven't done certain kill quests or equip certain grades of Naru gear, which are also on the Season Pass. But in general, you will get those quest-related ones when you complete certain sections of the Fugar's Memorandum. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to do the special growth, when you talk to Alustin in Velia for the first time, be very, very careful, because if you just accept both quests he will give you...
Switch to Shirna.
I've already accepted the
That's
quest.
fine. Just show the people what Alustin.
Yeah, so
that is Alustin.
This is Alustin. He will have 2 quests if you've completed this before, and if you select the second quest, it will put you on the special growth, which will lock you out of the normal main story quest and give you an accelerated quest line where you just level up. You don't lose any rewards. Maybe there's slightly fewer beginner Blackstones, but honestly, for 99% of people, when you're enhancing Naru gear, you will get enough as you level up to be able to hit pens. If you're that unlucky that you're reaching like 40 fail stacks trying to go for like a Tri-Naru, I feel for you. But in general, there is enough Blackstones, beginner Blackstones, in this quest to be able to hit pen 9.9 times out of 10.
Just remember that when you do fail Naru enhancements, it basically takes down like 1 durability. So you have quite a few chances. Now,
Just slap it.
Yeah. Shirna kind of mentioned this as well with the special growth quest. If I've taken the special growth quest, can I go back?
No.
You cannot go back. So be very careful with that. We took a lot of feedback in terms of, maybe there should be a more clear indicator and stuff like that. And hopefully we can work on that later as we go along. Sorry. And that's that for the pass as well as the special growth, right?
Yep.
And special growth, like Sharon said, has different,
Quest conditions.
quest conditions as well as like what it will unlock and going from there. Now, one thing I do want to mention is because I saw this question on Reddit quite a few times is that if I've already completed parts of the quest, so Kashima, can you switch back to me for a sec? All right, so if I already completed part of it here and I'm going down and I don't have the Black Spirit Pass and I purchase it later, can I collect these rewards after I've already completed them? The answer is yes, because to unlock the next on the regular track, you need to complete the previous regular track, where as opposed to with the Black Spirit Pass, once you get it, it will unlock whichever ones you've already done. You have to go in and collect them sequentially and go, where you are at that point.
Yeah, we are aware of a current issue where the Medea 3 blacksmiths and the advanced support fairy something isn't working. This will be on the known issues list, I believe. Those quests, if you complete them on another character, they will unlock the season pass immediately. If you don't have another character with those quests completed, then either go do it, or we'll be fixing it in a future update, a relatively recent one. Not the one coming today, but another one down the line.
Which one should I pick?
I defeated Red Nose.
Who led you here to Velia?
No.
Your close friend?
Oh, come on, man.
Because we're buddies.
You're buddies.
But yes, so that's how all the quests and stuff like that work.
If you chose the level up quest, you have not messed up. It is actually a much easier quest line to do if you know where to go to level up. And for that, I am actually going to bounce out of these quest lines now, and I'm just going to go grind. Unfortunately, I won't be able to have the Blackstones that you get from the Fugar, but I'll show you some of the places you can grind if you're doing this quest line.
Good stuff.
But the thing is, I won't have Naru, so I'm going to be really slow. Oh, now I'm stuck.
Okay.
This is a conundrum.
Now, in regards to the special growth, right? A lot of people were saying that,
I have to do it because I need the Naru.
Just go do this.
I was going to skip the quest line and just show the grinding spots, but I have to do it because I have to get the Naru.
Yeah, keep going. That's fine. When it comes to like the leveling up portion of it with the special growth, what you'll want is your Naru gear and stuff. But a common question that we've been hearing is, well, what kind of gear can I take on my season character? Because I can't take my Capodias, I can't take my boss gear, so how am I going to power level, etc., etc., etc. One option is to obviously go in a party.
Yep.
Have people power level you on, regular servers. Or the other option is to take story gear. Now, story gear includes, like the Briar armor and the militias.
Wait. Those are just normal.
No, but like you get those in story.
Yeah.
But amongst the story as well, if you've completed these on your other characters, the Drigan questline gives you the belt. The Kama questline gives you the earrings, and the Valencia questline gives you the rings. And those are going to be pretty good in terms of helping you level up quickly on the seasonal server.
Also, one other thing is that it is worth taking your time because like this is a close to vanilla-ish level up experience where you can take it. Everyone is equal. You can take your time. If you're the patient kind of gamer and you're not really worried and you just want a fresh feeling, just take it slow. There is no need to rush up to 58. You're not going to get anything special by doing so. You will get rewards, but like they're going to come anyway. So if you take your time, it's perfectly okay. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, the only reason I'm not going zoom right now, just to go through the quest line, is just to show people.
Yeah, as someone says, seasons last 3 months. So if you're blasting through it right away, you're gonna like you're not wasting time. Obviously, you're making the most of the time that you have, but you don't have to. Also, one thing, a lot of people seem to think that season characters will just vanish at the end of the season. Trent, what happens to season characters at the end of a season?
They get an education and graduate.
I didn't think of it that way. But yeah, they do graduate. They become normal characters at the end of the season. And what will happen is all the Tuvala gear will become unusable for a brief second. You get coupons that will transfer the tubular gear into regular gear, and then you can re-equip it back on. It makes great ult armor, but it is character bound.
I'm gonna stay professional, Kashima. don't you be giving me those trends. Some of y'all are wild in chat. So as I'm going through the quest line, one thing I want to mention is that, as you said, the seasonal servers they're gonna last for quite a while, and so this is mostly for new adventurers as well as returning. And as you can see, there are mermaids involved. So a common question that we've also been hearing on seasonal servers, because there's a lot of newbies, is that with my UI, right? What can I do? What can I fix? So if you go to Start, go to Settings, go to Edit UI, which you can only do after level 7, which is, if you're a seasonal character, generally happens after I want to say the 3rd quest. Once you start beating up the tree spirits and stuff,
Depends how dedicated to the grind you are, man.
And you can start messing around with all these different things. You have to press triangle or Y I had to check your controller, sorry, to save the settings. And this is where you can mess around with stuff. This is where you can turn off the skill guide and, item counts and whatnot. This is where you would edit your stuff. The other thing I want to mention is that during this event period of the chromatic keys, you get chromatic keys by doing what?
Grinding, fishing, and gathering.
Nice.
That was close. That was close.
You get those chromatic keys, and then if you go down to the beach here, right? So you go, because you want to collect these keys for a treasure chest, and treasure chests for some reason always appear up on.
No, it's a guaranteed place because there's the scallywag standing next to it.
Exactly, but treasure chests appear on the beach, and this is exactly where you're gonna find it. These are your homies. You interact with the treasure chest, and what do you get out of them?
Money, cold, hard cash. Now,
Items that you can sell for money to a vendor. They have no other specific purpose other than to sell to a vendor and collect your pay. That's essentially it. The most that you can get, thank you, Kashima, the most that you can get out of one of the random items that you get out of the chest is 100 million, and the least that you'll get is 1 million. But either way, that's some money. A lot of people will, say that the drops are, by chance. So some people are gonna make a lot of money, some people might not. But like I said, get those keys, go to Velia, do your thing.
Yeah, and the time limit will be when the event ends. So what you can do is play and enjoy the game. And then on maybe the last day, maybe the day before the last day, go to the chest, open 1 million of them at the same time, and do it that way. That is also another option.
Another common question that we've been seeing on season servers is with the camera. How do I zoom out? And I teased about this a lot quite a bit before, but for new users, there's really nothing that tells you how to zoom out a camera. So what do?
You hold down the R button and then pull it back.
The R button?
The right analog stick.
You guys call it the R button?
It was R button on your screen, mate.
Oh, we call it R3.
Well, it's R3 if you push it.
Yeah, you push down on R3 and pull back.
It's the R key as well.
Sir, we're doing a guide. We'll talk about this when we get home. So you push down on R3, and then you pull back, and you can zoom on out like that.
And you can also use the D-pad, because I know Trent was going to forget this,
yep,
to move the camera up, down, left, right, A, start, like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
And to get out of these camera controls here, you press a different button or whatever, right? The other thing that you can do is if you go to your settings. Actually, I'll do this first.
That was what I was going to say.
One thing. Well, I'll do this first, right?
Okay.
When I use a skill, such as C-Stroll, there's camera shake. What do?
That's not what I was going to talk about.
But this is going to settings.
All right, go to settings. Go to general settings. Go to... Just do it, dude. I forgot how to do it.
I forgot too. And such is life.
Yep. Kind of forgot how to do camera graphics. No?
Is it camera graphics?
Yeah.
I forget, chat.
Oh, no, that's how to zoom out.
This is camera vision. So this is how you zoom out in general, right? So you can improve your the max distance of what you can see.
But it does come with the caveat that it can make performance worse.
Essentially, yes. Now for camera shake stuff, I need to go find that effect.
Someone help.
No.
Because we literally turned it off.
Found
once.
it! Overall camera effect. Turn that bad boy way down if you need to put it down.
All the way
down.
All the way, buddy.
Now, if I press circle
No, don't.
Why don't I press circle?
Because it'll just close it and cancel it out.
You gotta confirm it. So you press triangle or Y. Man, doing these tutorials is fun. Press triangle or Y, confirm it, and now no more shakiness except for just my own sporadic gameplay.
Yep. You can also turn up the sensitivity of the camera. You can make your camera inverted. Invert it, Trent.
I'd rather not.
But you can invert it. You can improve horizontal and vertical sensitivity to things that make you
and a
happy.
bunch of different things here that you can do to kind of adjust it to your own playstyle. Show/hide. Do I want to always hide my name? Display only when attacked and stuff like that. I'm just going to turn it always off. Do I want to see other people's names? Yeah, I like you guys.
What if...
So this one here, attack decisions. What are attack decisions?
Attack decisions are, if we could switch to my camera for a second. Right. You're so slow today, Kashima. What is wrong? Right. If you see those counter, the back attacks, the down attacks, all that stuff, critical hits, which I don't have right now because I have no critical. Those are your attack decisions. It basically tells you what type of extra damage or bonuses that you are getting. So it's critical, down attack, all that kind of jazz. Some people like to keep it on so they know that they are doing back attacks, because like some people might be here and hit and be like, oh wait, I didn't get my back attack. So you can see it this way. But honestly, for me, I leave it off because I don't really mind.
For the aesthetic of it all. A lot of people were also asking, if I turn this off, does that mean I don't get to do those down attacks and stuff?
The damage will still go through as back attack and critical hits, all that good stuff. It just won't show you that you are getting them.
Okay, so switch back to me for a sec. Thank you. All right, so attack decisions, I'm going to turn that thing off. Defense icons. What are defense icons?
Right, certain skills have...
Switch back to him.
Oh, come on, man, I just used it. You're going to give Kashima, like, a heart attack, because, like, he is behind today. Right, so certain skills have boosts, such as iframes, or super armors, or frontal guards. So, as you can see here, there is a little blue thing next to my name that shows that I have a frontal guard. If I have the yellow strongman... If I have the yellow strongman, that is a super armor, and that will mean that I am immune to CCs except for grabs, which I just did because I'm a professional. CCs are crowd control effects if you are unsure, so knockdown, stun, things like that. And then iframes, which I think I have now.
Now, for a full list of the CCs, I believe it's actually on our adventure guide on the website. So if you go to the website, go to Adventurer's Guide, and it'll kind of explain what CCs are and how it all kind of operates together. So do you like to turn that thing off or no?
No, I'll keep it on. I like to know because I get to remember which skills do what.
Okay, switch back to me for a sec.
Even though I have played Zerker for close to, what, two and a half years? Oh, finally. I got my spin. Even though I've played Zerk close to two and a half years, I still need them because I'm really bad at remembering what skills do.
So you like seeing it. Okay. Yeah. So for me, I'm going to keep that thing on. If you have a fairy, which we'll explain about a little bit later, you just show it. And then this one here, pets. For a very long time, a lot of users on console have been wanting to kind of just hide their own pets because it just follows them around all the time. So you can do that. You can either just show your pets or hide them. I'm going to hide them even though I don't really have any that are fed. And I think that's it. So I'm going to press triangle to save that thing, and we're good to go on that.
Okay, let's do a few questions from chat.
Sorry.
You can go through the quest and level up and stuff.
Okay.
And you can show people, and let's go for a few things. When can I trade my Pen Naru for the Pry Tuvala? Well, right now you have to be level 58. You have to have completed Fugar's Chapter 11, Fugar's Memorandum 11, sorry. Then you go to Fugar, unequip all your Naru gear, then talk to him, and you will be able to trade it. Bam, 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 bam. After the update, it will come a little bit sooner. I believe it's Fugar's Memorandum 8 or 9. And then you will be able to trade your Pen Naru for your Pry Tuvala. How long will maintenance be? It's a couple of hours because there's a we have to make sure that it works. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Can we bring back Rulipy? No, Rulipy. Okay, the story of Rulipy. It's a long history. Basically, it was originally supposed to be an event server that was going to close down in, I want to say, August 2020. Like it opened and it was supposed to close after a couple of months, and then we just kind of left it open.
Mm-hmm.
And and then it got repurposed for a seasonal server, and for that, it happens. So yeah.
I like that we have more seasonal servers because, there were a lot of people that just jumped on, and I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, some people don't even realize that Rulipy was supposed to close down.
Oh, right, yeah. A while ago, yeah.
Yeah, Rulipy was supposed to close down, but we conveniently forgot to remind people.
We're still on my screen, so we'll show this. So another question that I saw from a lot of new users is over here. What are these gold bars? Why can't I sell them to NPCs?
Well, Mr. New Player, what you need to do is you need to go all the way to a storage manager, show on the map. Don't just go there because you know where it is. Press start.
But I don't know.
Go to the world map.
Oh, man.
Press down on your D-pad.
What happens if I press up?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if I press down, press R1, L1 to find
the storage.
Yeah,
you've already gone past it.
No, I'm just showing all the different ones here.
Okay,
so you can find all these different NPCs. Go to storage, press R2 or right trigger, and it's going to auto-path you to the nearest one. The other thing was, if I press up, what happens? What is this? These are bookmarks. So if I want to put a bookmark somewhere, like I want to come back to this specific spot, go somewhere on the map. Let's say I want to go... Where do you want to go?
I mean, you're already at Karanda, so...
So I'm going to go to Crown Castle. And I want this spot, because this is a spot.
Why did you even ask me, bro?
I wanted opinions I could defute. So then you hold square or X.
And then it will put a thing... Right, if you want to make sure it's saved. Now, this is kind of important, because this also applies to things like your ring menu and other settings, except for camera settings, because they will reset every time. Still, something that has been shared. Make sure you hit start, go to disconnect, and then when you leave the game after setting everything, hit disconnect again. So start, disconnect, and what this does is that makes sure your settings are sent to our servers so that they can be pulled later on. It basically updates the settings, because we don't update your settings every minute or so, because that would be kind of crazy. It's done periodically, and doing the disconnect will send your specific settings to us.
So for the gold bar stuff, go to currency exchange here. And then you can choose. Do you want to put the money into your inventory or your storage? Right? So select one by pressing X or A on whichever one you'll put it in.
I like that you have to keep looking at my controller.
I always forget. And then I'm going to go here to Bartelli Gold Bar. These ones are the ones that you get through story. So I'm going to go here. I can choose how many I want to sell. Generally, I'm going to sell all of them. But there are other purposes to give gold bars elsewhere. For the purpose of season servers right now, as a new user, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
right.
It's like villas and stuff like that, but that comes later.
So then I'm going to put some big money in there. Awesome. I have 13 million. Bounce out.
You're rich.
Yeah.
But one of the things on season servers is you cannot use that money to buy gear for your character from the central marketplace.
Okay.
This is because on seasonal servers, just keep going through the story.
Okay.
On seasonal servers, you are only allowed to equip very specific gear that has a yellow icon in the top corner. This is Naru. This is Tuvala, and this is the gear that you get through the main story quests, such as your Dobart shoes, the ogre helmet thing that is there. I can't remember what it's called. And there are very few things you can equip. I believe you can equip the Treant Spirit Ring, but not too sure of that. You will tell, though, is because when you have it in your inventory, it will show a yellow icon in the corner. You cannot equip Kazarka weapons, Black Star weapons, the boss sub-weapons as well. All the other weapons and armors you cannot equip, only the seasonal gear.
This always makes me laugh. Because the quest is like talk to the person who's by the door of the Alien Church and listening in, and it's just Creo holding a fish.
Hey, Creo is a person.
One thing is, Kashima, can you switch back to my camera?
Oh yeah, Ashulas as well can be equipped,
Yes.
and Roaring Magical, because these are no, Ashula kind of. Roaring Magical is.
Yeah.
But there are exceptions to the rule. The only ones you definitely can't are boss gear, anything off the central market, and oh wait, maybe that's the thing. If you can buy it from the central market, you cannot put it on your seasonal character.
So a question that we got often about the central market is like, well, if I'm on a seasonal character and I can't really buy equipment, why is this central market any good?
Right, so you can actually, but if you want to do life skills, let's say you want to learn how to do, let's say gathering, and you want to boost up your gathering, you can buy those kind of materials from there. So you can buy your hose, you can buy your pickaxes, tanning knives, things like that. You can also buy raw materials such as iron. If you're going to do any crafting, you can buy boats. That kind of stuff you can purchase through the central marketplace. The only thing you cannot equip is those things. Yeah. Also, remember, you can always, if you don't want to do the season anymore, you could, you'd have to change and make a new character, but you could play another character on a normal server and then get the gear that way.
Another common question that I want to jump into before we start taking more chat questions is that we've had a lot of this where someone was saying that, hey, like, so-and-so NPC isn't giving me something even though I have the quest. So if you look at my screen up there, it says unaccepted Lunar Halo in, check the information in the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you see that message where it says check the information, it means you actually didn't accept the quest. What you did was you left.
Yeah.
Before you accepted the quest. So what you do is hold L2 down on the D-pad if with your basic controls, or LT down. You get to your quest here. I don't see a quest here. What do I do?
Press R1 to main.
Boom.
Open up Nightmares Revealed, the top one, because that's just where it is. And then you go down to Unaccepted Lunar Halo in, move 2, and it will take you there. One of the other things that you may as well show while you're auto-moving is on that quest menu, you can see at the bottom quest type. And most of them are undone. That's life skills, fishing, trading, and miscellaneous.
To check out those, hold L2, triangle.
Yeah, L2 and triangle, or L2, LT and Y, and then you can turn them all on. The reason is because there are a lot of quests which will not help your character level up the first time you're playing. So we generally try to keep people on the main story quest line until, you know, they learn a little bit more about the game. But you can just turn it back on.
Yep.
Okay.
Another thing to mention while we're here, actually, sorry, is the suggested tab. When you go to the suggested tab here, you'll see a lot of things that actually can help you. So things that will give you pets, things that will expand your inventory, get you Blackstones, and all these other kinds of things that will help you when you go migrate to the normal servers in general.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, let's do some questions from chat. So shoes can't be sold. Right. What you can do, Kashima, change. Oh, look how slow he is today, man.
Why are you attacking him? I'm glad he's back, man.
I'm glad he's back, but it's like watching someone come back after like 6 months and they don't know what to do. Right. What you do, if you have an item that you cannot vendor, that you cannot sell, you can throw it away. I know it kind of sucks. You can throw it away, so you can press L2 and triangle and yeet it away. Or you can put it in your storage, the same way that we did before, where we went to the storage to sell the things. You can open up that storage and put items in there for a rainy day. But now I hope this works, because I don't think it will. But there is a function in the Edit Ring Menu tab called, where is it?
No, I'm special. I'm going to go behind the bar.
Restore Item. And that can show you some of the items that you can restore yourself. This is mostly like boss gear and things like that, but certain gear will appear here if you accidentally throw it. Unfortunately, the basic armor that you get at the very beginning of the game does not count in that, so that kind of sucks.
Sorry, can we go back to my screen for a second?
Look at this, right? We're here answering questions, and Kashima is highlighting things where it's like, oh, hey, Kashima, welcome back.
So on mine, sorry, you can see the rewards. Awesome. So sometimes you're gonna get these quests where you can choose the rewards, and the reason why I want to highlight this is because as a seasoned character, you're gonna get these leveling boxes.
Yeah.
In which there's gonna be these juices: fresh orange juice, sweet wild berry juice, and sour green grape juice. Why are these important?
So these things will boost stats, such as health, breath, and strength. You can find this information character, my info. What do you do? It's at the top, man. Fitness. Yeah. So it's at the top: fitness, breath, strength, and health. These are important because they give you bonuses to your HP, your stamina, your MP, the amount of things you can carry. They are very important stats. I would say strength is probably the one that, it's up to you if you do. But breath is very important. You get that by just running around generally. So if you don't have a horse and you walk or run around, you increase your breath. And your health you get by eating foods. So if you eat, let's say, fluffy white bread that you get through your quests, that will boost your health. Was it health? I forgot which one it was. Was it health?
Yeah.
Your health stat. That also includes, I believe, elixirs and things like that. I got a couple of people here waving flags, but one of you has a little bit of an inappropriate name. It would be a shame if a GM saw it. I'm joking. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few more questions.
I'm going to show the item before you start. So here you go. Get juice. Eat the bread. You can use this bread for, I believe, for cooking as well in certain things.
You can make it from cooking, yeah.
But in the context of this, I'm just going to go do that. I'm going to use my inventory slot thing that I got from the Black Spirit.
Yep. There are certain foods that will not do it, and that is things that you do not consume yourself, such as steamed bird, which you give to workers. I believe it's steamed bird. Grilled bird, sorry, that you give to workers. There is also, what else? Beer. Beer doesn't do anything because you do not consume it yourself. You give it to workers. So certain foods do not increase that stat.
Once you press those items, you'll kind of figure it out. In the My Info and the basic, and you press square or X on Xbox, you can see here, like my breath level is at 3, and it tells me how much more stamina I got now. Because the other ones are level 1, no increases. But as it increases, I'll get better stats, and that's how that works.
Yep. Someone was asking about the the Oasis stuff. That will not be coming with the seasons. Other things such as like graduation and stuff, that will all be announced down the line. It's never really announced this early in the season.
Can you explain the concept of graduation for those of us that didn't hear in the beginning?
Okay, so graduation is basically where you take your season character. If Mr. Kashima could switch to someone who's actually playing the game. Yeah, and there's me just doing absolutely nothing. Wonderful. But basically what you can do is if you want to take your season character over to the normal servers, you can. When graduation comes around towards the end of the season, you will basically be able to move it from seasonal character to normal character as the seasons do disappear. Every character, I believe, will make the transition because season servers will be deactivated. But yeah, basically you can move your season character to become a real character. Certain gear will follow you around, certain things won't. But yeah, that's basically it. I know all time-filled Blackstones and the stuff you need for those will disappear because you can no longer enhance your Tuvala after the season is over. Tuvala is purely for seasons, and when it ends, you are stuck with whatever level Tuvala you had at the end. Please fix the @spam. That's something that, you know, we will report as always. It's something that we don't quite get as to why it does it to chat, but yeah. All right. So,
one of the other questions that came up in our chat today was, like you said, how do people get Tuvala, and why is Tuvala better than our? Like, why are people going towards Tuvala?
Okay.
What are these ores and why do I want these ores?
So the reason is Naru caps out pretty early on. I believe it's like 140 AP, something like 180 DP or something like that. Tuvala is the next step in seasonal gear. So basically, Pen, Naru, you can exchange for Pry Tuvala that you can continue to enhance up and make stronger. At the end of the seasons, the Tuvala, there is an option to exchange, usually an option to exchange a Tuvala piece into a boss gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go too fast for me. Sorry. That was a mistake on my part. I'll be better about it.
So basically, Tuvala is better than Naru, and it also will carry over with you, whereas Naru caps out very, very early. Nemi, there's going to be issues, mate. There's going to be issues. I'm not even going to read that out to everyone. Just know that Nemi, he asked a very basic question, and you know, someone who's been around as long as him.
He's asking for the people. That's fine. Why?
I'm basically just trying to embarrass him. He basically said, have you thought about talking to Trent and Valtara about your hair?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
Right. Tuvala is really good backup gear as well, as someone mentioned. Tuvala will stick around with you, and, you know, it cannot go up, it cannot go down, but if you decide, you know, oh, I want to build a stack, but I want to get the enhancement, you can always enhance your boss gear. If it fails, if it goes down, you will always have Tuvala by your side as a backup piece.
Cool.
And it's still pretty good. Still pretty good for most people. Actually, it's still relatively decent stats when fully maxed out. And even at 10 levels, it's still a very useful set of armor and weapons to have. And it does give you that freedom to maybe try an enhancement that might fail. And, you know, if it hits, it hits and you gain. But if you don't, you can always fall back onto your Tuvala gear. Same way that you can always fall back onto your Capotia gear at the same time as you level up.
Cool. One thing we also want to mention, as I'm doing these quests, is that sometimes quests give you really random buffs, and they're stuffed by my ring menu. What are they? How do I check it?
So, if you go, Senor Trent, to the start menu.
Okay.
You go to character. You go to active effects, because I only remember it from the ring menu. There you can see what you get. One of the things that you do get as you level up, and also through the season growth and through the normal quest line, is an inventory and weight buff increase.
Oh.
So you do that just so that you know that it runs out. When it runs out, I've seen people be like, "Oh no, something's stuck in a slot that I can no longer access. What do I do?" Well, what you do, can we switch to me while he's running around? Is you go to your inventory and you press down on the left stick. I had to figure out which one was right and left. And that unsorts your inventory. Then you can press A and hold and then move it around. So if it was in here, I could press A and then 1, 2, bam, it's in a free slot. So basically, when these open up and you collect things on your travels and then you lose access to those inventory slots, do not worry, you do not lose the item. I'll do that once again. Unsort your inventory with left stick down, press A, hold A, and then move it around.
How do you get more inventory slots, though?
Quest lines give you inventory slots. Also, Pearl Shop has inventory slots. Inventory slots on sale, but you can get them from rewards. Some suggested quest lines give it to you, and as you level up, there are quite a few free inventory slots that are awarded. I also think, if I remember correctly, loyalties. Bam. I know loyalty has weight. Yeah, there is. So there's an inventory +4 in loyalties, and you can buy 2 per character, so that's an extra 8 slots. You get loyalties by logging in. Every day you will get 200 of them, and you know, as you play the game, you might earn them from certain rewards. We might be giving some away, as we are doing, I believe, with this event period right now. So you can purchase things like your inventory +4 expansions here, and your weight limit increases too. But there's a bunch of other stuff that you might need in here. I always like to buy the Serendia storages whenever I can.
Because do storages also have inventory slots that you can expand upon?
Yes, they do, sir. Yes, they do. They are limited, but there are other ways to do it. A partner of ours, Sly Nations, did not know this, so we'll show it just to make sure. So, if you go...
I will say, though, that a lot of our partners on Black Desert Console really do have a lot of good guides on how to make use of these kind of things that Shirna is about to show you in terms of basics.
Okay, so as you gear up, you get things called contribution points. Contribution points can be used to purchase housing. It can be used to rent gear. They're very useful things. You can invest in nodes, create your node empire that we're not going to touch on in this stream because there are 100,000 videos out there that can explain how to do it and like what kind of things you should be looking for. But if you want to increase your storage, go to the town where that storage is, press A to look at the button, go up to enter, press Y, purchase house, then go to purpose, and storage is right there. Now we have a list of every house that can be used for storage. If you want to be super efficient with your contribution points, what you can do is look for the ones with a higher level as dictated by the level of stars on the listing there, and you can invest the contribution. Sometimes you will need to buy more than one house to unlock another house. So I think this one, for example, requires, check purchase conditions. It shows you every house you need to buy along the way. You can buy them individually.
And how many contribution points you need for it.
What it will do is automatically, when you press purchase all, it will turn all the other ones into storage. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I suppose I'll do this. So if I want to get my contribution points back, what I can do is I can go to the house here, the Vilia Room 1, and return it to retrieve your contribution points. Contribution points are finite. You get them from questing, from leveling up, things like that. And you will only ever have a fixed amount. So you will always get them back if you return what you use them for.
Exactly. There's going to be a finite amount. It is also shared within your family. So if, if you spent, let's say, 100 contribution points on one character, you do not have an unlimited amount on other characters. It's shared across all characters within the family. That being said, though, in relation to contribution, because it's on the same bar, energy. Can you explain energy for a sec for a lot of people?
All right, so energy is consumed by chatting in server chat or by gathering, farming, all these things that require life skills use energy. Energy basically is the consumption item that is done through life skilling. Kashima, can we switch? I'm doing that every time he starts typing. It's wonderful. So here I am. I would normally have a life skill tool that you could purchase from the central market or the material vendor in some towns. You can buy the basic ones. But the energy is the flex and bicep there. And when you do things such as gathering, it will consume. Please consume this time around. 266 goes down to 265. And that is that. It regenerates over time, and it regenerates quicker when you're online with that character than if you are offline.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that Kashima has asked us to do here, because some people are going to be very, very new and not understand what the icons are in the top corner. So, not sure how we're going to show this, but the sword and axe icon right next to my level, that is the amount of skill points available. And then in the brackets, that is how much experience I have to get the next level. The flexing bicep is your energy. The medal is your contribution. So the contribution available / contribution total. The percentage is the percent up to the next level of contribution points, which would put me up a little bit more. And then all the other symbols at the top are things like family buffs. So the Black Spirit icon is actually a buff that every character gets. It gives a little bit of AP. The tree is Camisylph Blessing. The X with the arrows and the money thing, that is if the node is connected, I believe. EXP up is pretty obvious. The Black Spirit with the arrow means that it is a growth server. The flame is your Agris Fever. The bag is a value pack. The mirror is your beauty album. So appearance change coupon. The palette is your Merv's palette. And then the last one is the secret book of combat.
Switch back to me for a second, Kashima.
These are the ones. So now Trent is going to show you how to show which ones are active.
Yeah. So if you go to character, my info, press L1 from here or left bumper. And then here are the ones that are active. Also, the people who are getting their Tuvala gear, congrats. Value pack is active. Our EXP event is over here. You can also view details, which is just, if there's dots or an ellipses, you can see full details on it. I have the appearance stuff going on. Merv's palette. Merv's palette allows me to dye the items of my costume and whatnot. This comes, packaged with the value pack from here. Agris Fever, I'll explain in just a second. And the Happy Black Spirit buff, which explains everything here, +1 AP, DP, and all this kind of stuff. Now, if you're a beginner, this doesn't really mean as much to you right now because your AP is going to keep going up at a very staggering rate. That being said, in later parts of the game, every AP, every DP, every HP, all these kind of things count. So this is a really big buff for this. Now, the Agris Fever, what this does over here is that it'll reset every morning. In terms of how many points you use. And to use these points, you have to activate it and then start killing monsters.
Of certain regions.
Ones, yes. Of certain regions. And yeah.
It gives you extra trash loot, which obviously improves the profitability of those monsters.
Now, in
they mostly start from Valencia, but there are a few...
I was about to say, yeah.
No, starts from Media. But there are a few Calpheon spots that will also get this buff.
So these regions basically come in later parts of the game. It won't really affect your grind as much in the beginning. But to turn it on and off,
just press
on it.
Yeah, press A or X.
It says please try again in a moment because I pressed too fast, but yes. Hooray!
So you can improve that with the Adventure Log, which is a series of quests that you can do.
Go to Adventure
Log. And you can see there are things there that tell you how to open it. And one of them, the Book of Margahan, is the one related directly to your Agris Fever.
I just want to say, people are saying in chat, you didn't complete your books. But on fresh accounts, this doesn't really matter as much to you right now. These are things that you can do as you progress along, right? So for that, in terms of Agris points and stuff like that, they'll help you with your grind. But for season servers, especially in the very beginning, this means very little to you.
Right. Let's go back to chat. If you are in chat and you have basic questions about seasons, hit us up because we're winging it now. We're in uncharted territory. Okay. Shirna, what about the exchange coupon for seasonal Tuvala to special boss gear? No. Will you get to keep the boss gear when the season ends? Yes, you will. If you use the exchange coupon from the Swell She Shells, that will transfer one item already. Unfortunately, what that will also do is mean your character will not have that weapon available because it turns it into boss gear.
Yes.
Yes. So as you can see, the times 40 there, the boss gear exchange, that will allow you to exchange a Tuvala piece into a boss gear of one level below what it is. So if
what are boss gear?
Boss gear are the yellow grade items that you can see when you look in the central marketplace, such as your Kazarka weapons, your Khatum, I think is the one you get from Seasons, but it might be Nuver. You also get things like Red Nose armor, Dim. I'm not sure which ones you get specifically because I didn't look, but you get those levels of armors.
What about Seasons would make me want to play it? Like when I graduate from Seasons, wouldn't that mean I still can't compete in endgame meta? And honestly speaking, and I'll say this for new peeps as well as returning ones, yes and no. What seasons will allow you to do is essentially progress faster and get you to a spot where it's more comfortable. A lot of the challenges will help you understand the game to a certain extent, and basic overall knowledge of the game will increase, as well as the gear that you get by the end of it, like you said, with the exchange coupon or
just the Tuvala itself.
Yeah, Tuvala in general. All these things will enable you to make progress on regular servers. It's not meant to put you straight into the top of the top, but it's meant to help you to get there.
And it does give you that safety blanket when you are trying those enhancements if you are far away. But with Tuvala gear, you're not actually that far away from being, super high level or whatever. You're pretty close there. And what that Tuvala gear, the seasonal gear, will do will be allow you to actually grind in places to make more money. It will allow you to have the gear to go to things like Ackman or, Crescent Shrine, where you can play the game, make money, and then eventually maybe purchase or enhance your own gear to progress even further. But don't forget, there are Tier 1 Node Wars as well, so I'll bring that up. Tuvala gear, I believe, will put you at a reasonable level for the Tier 1 Node Wars if you're interested in the PvP aspects of Black Desert.
Pretty much, yes. How do you get beginner Blackstones? We've kind of addressed this earlier, but let's talk about it again. Beginner Blackstones are done generally through questing. You can also go to... I believe you can get them from Fugar as well, but I have to double check on that. Questing will give you more than enough to do your thing.
Even the growth one will still give you a very heavy chunk of them as you level up.
Yeah. Beginner Blackstones are not hard to come by. It will help you improve your Naru gear as much as you can. Now, in terms of Naru gear, beginner Blackstones for weapon allows you to obviously enhance your weapons. Armor allows you to enhance your armor. Accessories, however, are different. Now, what happens with beginner Blackstones is that you'll have more than you can do enough with in terms of enhancing. You use these stones once you have a lot of them, you can either A, sell them, or B, go to Fugar and get more accessories. The reason you would get more accessories is to enhance accessories. You need 1 and 1. You don't use Blackstones to enhance the accessories. What you do is get one accessory, get the same of its own kind, smash them together, and try to enhance it that way. And that's what all the extra beginner Blackstones are for, to allow you to essentially do that.
Wait, is that what they're for?
That's exactly what they're for.
I just throw them away. I'm a terrible human being.
So it'll allow you to get more accessories, because the ones that you get through the quest aren't going to be enough, because you'll get like 1 or 2 of each, I believe. And then what happens is you stop getting beginner Blackstones as soon as you get to like essentially Valencia. So why are you hitting me when I'm on a ladder, man? That's not cool. Someone can get hurt like that. But yeah, you stop getting those accessories, and so the Blackstones will help you get more of those.
Yep, and one of the things as well, I did see some people in chat saying, like, makes it really hard. Tuvala is really hard to enhance and this kind of stuff. What you should be doing is getting like things like Advice of Valks and the refined magical stones, I believe they're called, which will help you enhance plus 15 to pry, duo, try. So 1, 2, 3. And then from there, you can do what you want. Pro tip, what you could always do is get another set of Tuvala gear as backup and build that up in the same manner. Get it to try, and then you'll have, let's say, 2 try body armors. And then what you can do is try to enhance 1. If it fails, it'll go down to duo. Then just enhance it back up to try. But keep 1 set of gear as like a backup gear and use another, which you can get by exchanging time-filled Blackstones or Tuvala ore. With Fugar, you can get more Tuvala gear, and then you can just enhance that up as backup. And when one goes to Tet, then you can go for Pen on the other. And you build fail stacks, which are called Enhancement Chances. Enhancement Chances give you better chances to enhance, obviously, the higher it goes. depending on the level.
This might be
gives you
best if
more.
we just show your menu for that. So, Kashima, can you go to Shirna for a sec?
So, in the enhancement window, because I cannot enhance anything because I don't have any gear.
That's fine.
Bam.
Just show it.
So here we have increased enhancement chance. So every time you fail, I can't even boost that. Every time you fail, that number goes up by 1, and you can see the percentage in between the Blackstone and the item. That number will go up depending on how high your increased enhancement chance is. Now, when you get up to the higher levels, such as pens and, going tet to pen, that number will be low, but you can just send it, hope for the best. If you have backups, which is, I'm going to say it now, if you're enhancing, always have a backup. Because if you don't, bad things may happen. As I have learned through my own trials and errors of burning through so many things and being weaker than when I started. So now I always carry backup gear for when I'm enhancing.
Okay. Cool. I think we're good on that end. Oh, so are you where I am?
I was surprised how easy Tet Blackstar was. That hurts me.
That does hurt quite a bit.
Tuvilla could be easily your backup. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, Tuvilla as backup is actually probably what I'll be using mine for on my Corsair, and boosting her other stuff. Well, I'm playing Zerk right now, but we all know what happens to this Zerk at the end of this stream.
Disappears.
The ceremonial deleting of characters that I will never use again.
Fair. Because this isn't our personal account. We try not to do that kind of stuff. Beginner Blackstones are also a great way to get tiny stacks to get a head start when you start building bigger stacks.
That's actually really true.
It is. Stacks is very important for that. Beginner Blackstones are important for building stacks, but it's one of the many ways to build stacks for sure. You know what I mean? Like, there's quite a few things that you can do with it. Where did it go? Do you guys have... if you were to delete a character, because some people are saying, like, hey, I don't want to do seasons on this character. I want to do it on a different character.
Yeah.
What do I do? Can I make more than one? The answer is no. You can make one season character. You'll have to delete it, and there is a time limit on it for it to be deleted, and a lot of that is more so.
Sir, you're going off base here.
What?
Right. So if you decide to change and it's your first time changing your season character, don't forget, Fugar's timepiece exists.
After.
Oh, come on, man.
Because there's an issue with it. So with the you would have to delete your character and stuff like that. As Shirna was saying,
Sir, come on, man.
because that is a one-time thing. You want to get the basics up before you say the one-time thing. There is an item that allows you to switch, which is
you will only be able to get it once, which is the Fugar's stopwatch or timepiece. I can't remember which one it is, what we worded it as, but essentially that item will allow you to change the season status of a season character with a level 25 or below normal character, so you can swap those two over.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so it's timepiece. Okay, so essentially you use the timepiece that you get from Fugar through a special quest, I believe. You get the timepiece, you use it, and it brings up characters that are available to use. So obviously you have one season character that can be used. You will need to either create or already have a level 25 or below character, which I believe I do not have. Okay, so you get that level and you basically swap them over. It will give you exchange coupons so that you can change the season weapons for your new class and things like that. But it's basically a swap. You're basically tagging off your season character status to another character.
So when you do this, can you create another season character after that?
What happens to the first season character is the question that I'm going to have.
Yep.
They become a normal character, so you'll be able to equip boss gear. You'll be able to, boost them up that way.
And after it graduates, you can actually make a different season character if you want. But that depends on if the the season period is over or not. And yeah. Okay. I'll do that in a sec, Kashima.
Envy, what are we wrong about here?
Am I incorrect about it?
I don't know. These guys give up.
I'll explain that. We'll go into that in a bit. Does the Black Spirit all season character just one there and I used it? The Black Spirit season pass. What it does is that there's challenges, correct? So if I go start, that all these challenges are once per family. So basically, if you get to let's say a certain point. So right here, I beat Gieth. I'll do that in a second. So I got to this point. I want to say, let's say, delete it. I can do another character. My progression will stay here because it's once per family. If I completed the whole thing and I make a new one, no. The Black Spirit pass is once it's activated, it's activated. Yeah. So that's how that one works out. I don't know if that actually answered your question, but I'll go with that. Am I missing something here? Swell, seashells, one quest per family. So there are certain ones that are once. So if I go here, one sec. I just gotta run away. All right. So if I go here, seashell quest. The top here, the Vox Cry and Kronstones, those can be done all the time. There are 3 of them that are 3 per family and one per family. All these things have a list of things that you can do. So you can only get the boss gear exchange once. You can only get the awakening coupon once and all those kinds of things. But Vox Cry and Kronstones and stuff, no, you can do that. Vox Cry you can do continuously, and then I have to double check again. Kronstones as well, but a different amount. But yes, it really does depend on that.
Will I lose my first season or no? So basically, all the experience you gained, from what I remember, because I haven't used it myself, the experience you have on the season character basically transfers with it to the normal servers, and the character, let's say it's level 23, will move on to the season server and be level 23. Basically, the timepiece is a way just to pull a character from seasons and replace it with another.
That being said, though, for full information, and I highly recommend this for new and returning users, as well as our current users, definitely go to the website and check out the notices there. You can check out the notices via in-game as well, but I highly recommend going to the website, checking all the latest information there. Social media is obviously a great place for us to do our thing there too. Yeah, that's a seashell thing.
Oh, it's a seashell thing? Okay.
But the website is the best place to get all your information.
Yeah, and also it will be better than what we can do because we're trying to remember everything that we've wrote before. There may be missteps because we're human.
No, but that's on us. And I'll say that again. Definitely do check the website because those are generally pretty up to date. How does boss exchange work? Is it 1-for-1 and is it Tuvala for boss?
So the exchange gear is -1 enhancement level on your gear. So if you have, let's say, Pen Tuvala, it will become a Tet boss piece, depending on what you're using. It will step down 1 level. And what was the second question?
Is it for Tuvala?
So it is Tuvala. It steps down. That will be unsellable. You will not be able to sell it on the central market. It will be character bound, family bound, I believe.
Yeah.
Like most like basically the quest gear that you get.
Another question I want to answer that came.
Hopefully that's right.
Another question I want to answer that came out of YouTube was, to do the special growth quests, what do I need to do? Basically, as you saw on our accounts right now, we never did the Medea quests,
Valencia quests,
and stuff like that on these accounts. So you can't do the special growth. Basically, you have to have completed the storyline once to be able to do it on other characters. So if you've done it on a normal character before, and you're starting up a a seasonal character, you'll be able to do special growth as long as you get to a certain point in the story on your other character. If this is your first character and you've never really done the story at all, you won't be able to do the special growth. So, yeah, that's how that would work out.
You also need to have collected the pets from each region.
Yes.
So at the end of a quest line, you will get a pet quest, and you have to have accepted those. I believe also the parrot is the last one that you need to have done.
And the pet quest, yes.
Yeah.
So, like I said, go to the website. All the full details will be there. And I know it's kind of tough for people to, how do I say this? I don't want to make it sound like I'm blaming people, but I know reading patch notes is tough. So what we generally try to do is the most important and key information comes out in the form of GM notes. GM notes are more condensed and kind of like fleshed out a bit more, as opposed to patch notes where it's like bang, 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 bang. But definitely give it a chance. Read through a lot of those things. And a lot of people in chat today, especially, as well as in our other streams, or just the community in general, are more than willing to help.
Yep. And we generally go through patch notes and try to explain things as well each Tuesday before an update. Oh, Tuesday our time, Monday your time.
Give me the pet. Give me the pet. I got the pet. Let's go. I got a pet. So once you do the storyline and you beat up on through Kron Castle and stuff, you will get a pet. Hooray! Once per family. I'm gonna call you Silky.
Now be careful where the end of this goes. Oh, Silky Smooth? Okay.
No. Silky Crunch.
What?
Let's go.
You're naming things.
All right, so that's my pet. I could take the pet out. If it's not taken out, it will not work. What do pets do for me?
Pick up loot.
Pick up loot as well as have abilities. So this one will give me skill EXP plus 1%. Every little bit counts. And as I level up, it will be able to get more things depending on its tier and all those sorts of things. Yes.
Okay, if I have a Corsair as a seasonal character, but I want to create another one instead of this one, is it better to delete the Corsair? So, okay, depending on the reason why you want to delete one Corsair and recreate another one, if it's about the way it looks, then you can use... If you have a value pack active or you have an appearance change coupon, you can change the way your character looks. And you do that by going to the character menu, and I believe it's Beauty Album, and then it will open up your character, or Beauty, and then it will open up your character.
I see everyone's looking for the forge. Good stuff.
If it's due to the name, then sure, you can do it. If you want to go seasonal to seasonal again, you can delete and recreate. That's up to you. Yeah, that's really up to you. I'm not sure how I could really flesh that out any more than I just did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we exchange Pen Naru more than once? I believe you can do it more than once.
Okay. So we're on my screen right now? Right. Once you get to this part of the screen, or part of the story on seasons, you can also get something called Season First Step to Greatness, Valanos. So what this does, and if I go and get my thing, you get the Secret Book of Misty Breeze. Why is this good, Shirna?
Gives you an absolute ton of skill points.
I'm at 52. Let's use this thing. Watch that thing shoot up. So there we go. That's going to give me a lot of skill points. It's going to help quite a bit. To use your skill points, go to a skill instructor or your skill menu and then spend them and get the skills that you need to get.
Okay, Kashima, can you switch to my screen, please? One thing I'm going to bring up again. There is one small thing with the Black Desert Season Pass.
The Black Spirit Pass?
Both, because it's the normal one and the other one.
Okay.
Basically, as you can see on my screen, Legendary Blacksmiths and the other one is My Flying Friend. Those two, if this is your first time playing through and you have not unlocked these quests before, you will not be able to do them at the moment. We're aware of the issue. We're going to push a fix. Not this update, but an upcoming update. We'll fix that particular interaction there. But you could do it yourself if you decide to take a normal character through the storyline as well. You can complete these quests there, and that will activate the season pass because that knowledge and that quest is family-wide.
Okay.
I believe. That's what I've been told. So it's just there.
There we go. Enhanced Naru to pen for probably Duvala stuff? Absolutely. Getting to pen Naru, and it's obviously weird for me to say this because, like, I'm from the company, and obviously I'll say it, but Naru enhancements are really easy. Absolutely easy. And getting to pen is not so difficult. It can be frustrating, but it's not so difficult. And I think you guys will be able to do it. And then you can go for the Tuvala exchange and stuff like that.
Yeah, Pen Naru, there's no real strategy needed. You can just... Obviously, if you're that way inclined, you could use fail stacks, but I would really suggest just throwing all your Blackstones into the items.
Beginner Blackstones.
Beginner Blackstones, sorry. Throw your beginner Blackstones into the Naru and just let it send itself, because eventually it will. One thing I will say, though, is with those, with the Naru stuff, this is going to sound weird, but be intelligent with the way that you're enhancing, if you get what I mean. So don't just enhance like one piece and you're like, okay, I'm going to get this piece up to pen first, and then I'm going to go for the other stuff. Get everything up to like set challenges or set periods. So get everything, get everything to plus 15, then get everything to try, and then send pieces to pen if you so wish. That's how I do it, just because it makes you a little bit more balanced than if you just try to throw everything into one piece of armor.
I don't know why I jumped off the ledge like that, but okay. Yeah, obviously there are strategies with that. Do what you need to do. Someone was also asking the quest that you were mentioning earlier, the one with the blacksmith stuff and all that. You can't get those on season growth?
You can get them on the season growth, but
Or special growth,
oh,
sorry.
so yeah, if you're on the special growth, you would get it the normal way anyway, because you can do those quests, I believe. I
Yes.
think it's only for the special growth. I can't remember.
You can do those quests.
But basically, you can do them if you're doing the normal main story quest, I believe. But if you're doing the fast track, that is where it is locked.
Yep.
Right? Am I right there? Is that the issue? For issues, there is on the website a known issues thread. It's called known issues, and that will be listed there.
Just smash it. Oh, you mean the Naru? Yeah, I mean, it depends. I'm gonna go and collect my rewards from the season pass, so that's money. Get the value pack as well, so I can explain that. I will get this. Cool. I think I'm ready here. I already have a value pack active, so it doesn't matter. Over here, the new adventure box, as I was saying, so it's for you guys to level up through your seasons, right? So press on it, get it, boom. You also get a variety of buffs on that thing. So again, as Shirna said earlier, go to character, active effects. Here's what I see. Combat EXP plus 100, leveling 8, I also get those things. These things are stacking on top of one another. And this is also on top of all the other things that you get. I also got gold out of it. Sorry, Kashima, I'm going over that. I also get the season Finto's juice, the ones that we were talking about earlier. So I'm just going to open these things right away. And then these will help me increase my health EXP, breath EXP, and strength EXP. All of which are helpful for all of your residual stats there. So I'm going to just smash right through these
Everything
things.
you need to be a healthy, growing lad.
I like that. I like that.
Or lass. Yeah.
Oh, that was very touching. I'm at level 17, so I'm going to straight up open this level 15 box as well. This will get me more gold bars, another box, progressive boxes, and more juice. So give me all the juice. Juice.
It is so weird trying to level like
Super
a Zerg.
juice.
I have not leveled a Zerg since day one. It's so weird.
All right. So now with all of them juice in my system, I got to level 10 breath, level 6 strength, level 7 health, all of which are helping me increase my stats here. Where did I go so fast? Oh, okay. So if I exchange the Tuvala gear, right, for the season boss thing,
Yep.
right? would I be able to use this new weapon, or is it locked as a non-season?
One more time.
So if I use the Tuvala thing, right? The Tuvala 2 boss gear.
Yeah.
It turns into a boss gear.
Yeah.
Can I use it on the season server? Or
No.
No, it becomes a normal thing because it's a boss weapon. Boss weapons are limited to normal servers, not to season
Seasons.
servers. Yes, that's the one I was talking about. Thanks, Kashima. But yes, when you do that, you push it to the main servers, not the seasonal servers. Can we sell that weapon? I imagine you mean the boss, right?
No, you cannot.
The boss gear cannot be sold. Boss weapon, sorry, that you get through the...
Oh, you could just say
Okay.
boss gear.
Okay.
Boss weapon, boss armor, whatever you want to change it into, it cannot be sold on the central marketplace.
Do we get to keep Tuvala gear after we graduate?
There is an item that will be given, usually given during the graduation process, which will allow you to convert your Tuvala from seasonal gear into regular gear, but when it becomes regular gear, it can no longer be enhanced because you cannot get time-filled Blackstones anymore, and they all get deleted at the end of the season.
What a great question by me. Correct. That was a great question. That was genuinely a very great question.
What's this being played on? We are currently on, I'm on an Xbox Series X, he's on a PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Any other one? So where did it go? Can we item copy the boss gear via tag? The one that you exchanged for the Tuvala, can you tag it? I'm gonna have to double check on that. I apologize for that.
Yeah, I don't have the answer to that. I'm assuming yes.
But we'll have to double check that. Standard practice would be yes, but yeah. Kashima, can you double check that actually?
If I do the level up quest, can I do? Yes, you can.
I saw what you were writing, Kashima.
If you do the main, if you do the Fugar's memorandum, basically what is happening is you are skipping the quest requirements, and to reach the level of media, you have to complete level 58 or memorandum 11. However, the upcoming update is reducing that particular requirement so that you'll be able to do your Pen Naru into Tuvala a little bit earlier than before. Details will be announced properly. I've already said it's about 8 or 9, but that might change. But yes, you can still do it. Just the requirement is a little bit higher for now, and the maintenance today should be rectifying or changing that to be a little bit lower to make it proper.
If the converted boss gear is specifically made not to be enhanced or sold,
The boss gear can be enhanced.
Why would you not make it only season? The reason why is because seasons are temporary. Despite however long it may go on for, they're temporary. So this is meant to actually progress people to the main servers and give them that, kickstart essentially.
Yeah, if you do the boss gear transfusion, you can enhance it. So if you exchange your one Tuvala for a boss item, you can enhance that item. From what I remember. If I'm wrong, then please correct me. But I believe that you can enhance it after seasons are done. You just cannot sell it.
Oh man, I'm always so sorry. For those of you joining us from EU, thank you.
But this is more of an educational stream.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for us, it is pretty difficult for us to do something main time for EU, like when, you're not sleeping.
We're getting better at it.
Really? It's like 4 o'clock in some parts of Europe right now.
Some parts.
I mean,
And
that's...
other parts, it's 5 o'clock.
So,
Because that's how time zones work.
the reason is we are based in Korea. We are in the Korean office right now.
Wait, this guy's on a horse?
We're in and around Seoul, which means we're on the GMT plus 9 time zone.
Yes.
Which makes it a little bit okay for us to stream to North America because, we're, quite far apart. So that 10 o'clock in the morning is 6 on the East Coast or something like that? West Coast. It makes it easier for those lines to line up, but for Europe, because it's only 9-hour difference, it's a little bit more difficult for us to get those things done during prime time.
Yep.
Just reached 4:30.
I will say this as well. So
Maybe that'd be a good time to wake up Papa Shirna.
Cosmo, can you switch to me for a sec? I'm gonna explain this one part because I saw this on I want to say, was it Reddit or somewhere else? But anyways, if you go to your Black Spirit, after a certain point, you go to main quest here, you get something called the Honorable Outfit Box. What is this thing?
It is a free costume that you can equip onto your character. The first one is a random box.
Yes.
And then after that, when you complete Serendia and Calpheon, you can get the other 2 outfits from that box.
Now, these costumes aren't the ones that you'll see within the Pro Shop. What these are if you have like Gruno gear, Agarian gear, and all these kind of stuff, they're those costume sets. Because as you go on later, maybe you want like some of the original ones more so than the others. So I'm going to just show this one off. Generally, I'd play a guessing game with chat right now, but since this is supposed to be an educational stream, I won't do gambling like that. But here we go. I get the Serendia costume.
I got the Balanos one.
So I'm going to show that off here.
And when you have all 4 pieces on, it does give you a buff of attack speed +2 or casting speed +2, depending on what your character uses.
Absolutely. And I actually really like some of the default costumes here. So I'm going to go in. There we go. I actually really like this. I like this costume a lot.
But Trent, what if you don't like it, but you want to keep it on for the set bonus? Can I turn off the costume pieces?
Yes, you can.
Can I really? How do you do it?
Over here.
No. Gosh, truth. Go up to the Pro Shop item. Up there. Now press triangle on it. And you'll turn it off.
Why can't you do it here?
Because that won't hide the actual costume body itself. That just turns on options, my friend. If you want to turn off the whole costume to go back to what you look like underneath, but with the costume on top for the bonus, you press Y or triangle on the Pearl Shop piece, and it just turns off that cosmetic piece.
That is one of the silliest things you've ever said.
Sir, I'm not wrong.
That's one of the silliest things you've said.
Why? Because we're gonna have a talk after this. Because I don't think you quite understand the difference between what pressing triangle or Y does and what like the buttons do underneath. We're gonna have a serious talk about this.
Right. When you asked me how to hide it.
Yeah. I meant turn off the costume piece.
Did I not show you how to hide it? Tell me if I'm wrong.
You showed me how to hide a certain section of it. You showed me how to.
You
showed me how to turn off the hat.
Wait, so I'm just saying, was I wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you didn't deactivate the piece to show the costume underneath.
But that wasn't the question. That wasn't the request.
Oh,
was
man.
It?
Oh man.
Was that the request?
There's gonna be. This is how Civil War starts, my friend.
It feels like you may have been incorrect.
I feel like we're both correct, but I am more correct than you.
That's not how that works. That's literally not how that works.
That is exactly how it works.
That's literally not how that works.
All right. All right.
We're your community manager.
This is the first time I think we've ever had a major disagreement. This is a turning point in our relationship. How we build from here is going to define us.
I mean, just get more correct on my level.
That's it, guys. The stream is done. I'm out. I'm never doing this again. You'll never see me with Trent.
Oh, man.
The bromance is over. All right. So.
Where do we go here? The Dobar costume. Okay. I'll take a look into that. In terms of costumes, I like I said, I generally like the honor costumes because they're really cool. Obviously, per class is different, but so far the classes that I have been playing, so Mewa, Corsair, as well as Mystic, I actually really like the honorable costumes. Do you like it on yours?
No.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Why is that?
I know. Just don't like it.
Well, you know how to hide the costume pieces, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Just letting you know.
It becomes a lot more important when you wear boss gear so that you don't walk around like a moving shrubbery.
There we go. Yeah. The honor costumes have been a really good addition in terms of like, you know, just customizing your look a little bit more. Anything else?
Is Corsair getting buffed? Her succession is getting fixed. Right now it's not applying the damage that it should be doing. And if there is a need for her to, you know, be increased, yes.
Which shoe, sorry? I'm assuming you mean the adventure shoe.
Did I get the adventure shoe?
I'm going to assume you mean the adventure shoe. When you do certain challenges, so I guess I'll explain this, but my challenge is going to be a little bit more different than what a regular users will look like. But I'll go for it anyway. So
it'll appear.
So there's this, right? These are what we say are the season server season challenges, right? I'm going to explain this part here. There's also other challenges that you're going to be accomplishing. So if you go to reward, go to challenge, over here. So Corsair has reached certain things. Season characters also. So if you're a Corsair and a season character, this will just continuously build up. And there's different rewards. This is just a gift that gives you movement speed +2. Your other shoes at the beginning, like the Briar shoes and whatnot, don't give you this movement speed. But that's generally what that's for, if that's what you're asking. I would say at the beginning, it's really helpful. Later on, probably not. Also, my challenge menu is going to look very different from the rest of you guys because I have a GM character on here, and the GM character has accomplished a lot of different things that this Corsair has yet to do.
Okay, the Black Spirit Rage absorption issue will be fixed in this maintenance. Today, it is on the notice about the maintenance on our website. Unscheduled maintenance for July 2nd. That will show in that list. It's basically the rage absorption didn't work as intended, so we're gonna fix it.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain this because there's two questions that are linked together. One was, do I have to finish the season pass challenges sequentially or in order? Yes, you do. So at the beginning of the stream, basically I started at Red Nose, but I didn't collect anything. So I had to collect level 10 reward first, then the 20 imps, then Red Nose. The other one was, well, if I've already collected these and I get the Black Spirit Pass later, do I still get the rewards? Yes, you do. Basically, what will happen is, let's say I'm over here, right, to Ready Then Embark, but I never got the Black Spirit Pass. Once you buy it and you use it, so collect it from your mail, go to your Pearl inventory, press on it, confirm, press on it again, confirm, then what happens is this will be unlocked. The Black Spirit Pass rewards and your regular rewards are on different tracks, essentially. Think of it like that. So you can start collecting the Black Spirit Pass right from the beginning, all the way up to where you are currently. Yes.
Oh.
How skipping the main story works. Essentially what it is, and we kind of touched on it earlier. If you've just joined us now, we'll kind of go over it again. Which is there is the special growth quest. And the special growth quest, once you do them and use the memorandums and all that kind of stuff, what it does is it completes a certain group of quests that pertain to the main story and are required to unlock certain things.
And I believe they're listed in the season server A to Z guide on the GM note. But basically, when you reach level 30, you will do the Giath one, and then so forth, so on. And to get them, you talk to the Black Spirit, select the chat option, and it will be there.
Caution, can you check that one, actually? I don't know the 100% answer to that, because I know there was an issue with one of those, but can you check that before I say something on that?
So someone's asking about the Tuvalu exchange. I am level 58. I've done my memorandum, and I still can't do it. What do I do? Unequip all your Naru gear, then talk to Fugar, and then the option to exchange your Pen Naru into Tuvala will magically appear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The season pass can be bought and used whenever, and you won't be missing out on the rewards so long as you've completed those requirements. Granted, if you're on the regular track and you're all the way down to Red Nose, I'm almost positive that you've gone to level 10. As long as you finish those requirements, you'll be able to get all those different things.
Yeah, so if you decide on the last day that you want to purchase it, so be it. You can do it.
Yep.
And then everything will automatically open up.
Now, if you're on Xbox or on PlayStation, regardless of whatever platform you're on, there should be a notice. Is the notice out, Kashima? The Black Spirit Pass notice? The one where we say, go to these links and get it from here? Anyways, go to the Xbox store or the PlayStation store. You'll be able to get the Black Spirit Pass there. The price will vary because of your different regions and whatnot. But it's more of a conversion as opposed to different pricing in general. And yeah.
Which is all handled by PlayStation and Xbox.
That's the one. Yeah. So it is on the website. It'll tell you all the different rewards that you can get based off of... oh no, what have I done? Okay. QAY. So our internet got buggy. So yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
My internet got buggy.
My internet hasn't got buggy.
Caution, go back to my screen. Can you go to Shirna's screen for a sec? Because I gotta double check something. Yeah. I know. Can we buy the season pass with pearls? No, this will be actually directly through your
Platform store.
Through the platform store. So, actually, can you bounce up for just a second before we go over skills?
Yeah.
So go to start, press RTX, and there. So at the bottom, because he hasn't bought the pass on his GM account yet, at the bottom you can see LT plus X, don't press it, but LT, X, and you can go to the store, and then you can go from there. But it goes to your platform store, not to the Pearl Shop.
And because there's some people wondering why we did it this way around, essentially it's a failsafe, since if you buy for the Pearl Shop, you could open it on any character because we cannot lock it to your season character. You could then basically soft lock it into that position. So we added it to the store so that it doesn't, so we don't have to change it and move it around. That's basically the reason why on console it sends to your mail, you accept it, and it's just a way to get those kind of fail safes in.
Mm-hmm.
That is why it goes through the store.
Good stuff, good stuff. What did I do? Okay. Kashima, investigate more. I don't understand what's going on with that, but yeah. Accept their growth quest. Yes, there are certain issues that we're gonna try and fix during this
Maintenance.
upcoming maintenance. Yeah,
And
which
it
is
is
later today.
all listed on our website.
Definitely check that out.
It's under 0702 unscheduled maintenance.
What are the requirements to use Tuvala to boss gear, and what are the quests? The Tuvala to boss gear is actually an item that will give you we say quest, but it's an item. So the swell seashells that you get, once you get enough of them,
Can be used.
yep, can be used. Go to Mr. Bartelli and Velia and do your thing.
But as we said at the beginning, and we'll say again, the end of season rewards have yet to be released, so we cannot talk about them if they exist.
Oh, they're talking about the exchange.
But but the exchange, is usually a part of that too. I don't know what's happening with it.
Oh,
How
yeah,
does Corsair heal? Why don't you show the skill, Trent?
Done.
That's not the heal skill.
That is the heal.
That's a heal.
No,
not
that's
the heal.
That is literally the heal.
No, it's the one where she shoots water out of her hand heals as well.
Yeah, but that's the one you're gonna get the first. The one that you shoot water out of your hand is after.
That one doesn't heal me.
So LT square
That doesn't heal.
or L2 square, it doesn't heal?
I don't think
Really?
so.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you. What?
All right. No, that one does. It doesn't give you enough healing then. Honestly, I've leveled up my Corsair. I've been using that skill, and I'm like, yo, this ain't my jam. I didn't think it healed.
No.
Because I generally I'm in an area where I
Are
shouldn't
you
be.
doing front square? Because this one doesn't.
That one doesn't as well. I
Yeah.
do both.
Ah, okay.
But I honestly didn't even notice it because I don't want to give my location out, but I'm in a spot where I'm gonna get smacked anyway because I'm still only in Naru gear. So my health goes down quicker.
Are you rocking the Naru gear?
Yeah, because I haven't reached the point.
One thing I'll say is that when you do another thing that a lot of people did right off the bat, and I'll give this one out as well.
See, other people, there's 2 heals? Yeah! Exactly.
I
The
think
other
that-
heal is the one where she does the water push out of her hand. It's a flow. And that gives you a heal as well, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I fell off the tower.
So one thing I'll say is that when you do the season characters, and you've already had characters on others on the regular servers, and you've completed a whole quest line and whatnot, you can take the Black Abyssal weapon on seasons.
Yeah.
So what you do, give the Corsair your Black Abyssal weapon, and you can transfer it to whatever. Take that thing to Alta Nova, go to the weapon dude, accept the quest, burn that thing down, open it with the Corsair, and you have a Black Abyssal weapon. No, it cannot be enhanced. Yes, there are probably better weapons out there later on, but it's a really great starting weapon if you're having issues in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend that. So it's one of those things. Forward RT flow is a heal. Yeah.
That's the one I recognize as a heal because it actually heals me. The other one, I've never seen it heal before. So I'm really confused that there's a second heal.
Yeah, she has self heals. Obviously, you can do skill add-ons as well. I won't touch on that in this stream because it's not as important to seasonal characters right now off the beginning to help them out and get them started, essentially. But I will say this. So, come back to me for a sec. All right, cool. So, one thing is, summon the Black Spirit by pressing down on your D-pad. Easy stuff. But a lot of people don't really do this as a new user, is edit your ring menu. Now, you're the one that taught me this way back when. What happens when I only have one thing on the ring menu?
It becomes basically a quick slot. So
if you see at the bottom over there, my HP pots, it's just a quick slot. There, it doesn't open a menu or anything like that. Oh, nope, never mind.
but if you put a second item in that ring menu, it becomes a radial. And then you have to select what you want to do. So that's up to you how
Yes.
you do it.
So for this one, you go. I'm going to remove that. But I want to put a skill on there. And I only want to put in the one. Which one do you want to put on there?
The jet stream, because it's a ring menu only skill.
Yeah. So there are certain skills that you have that are only ring menu only. And for me personally, my style is to have it as a quick slot. Like there's no other things on the ring menu with it. There are some people who do like having that, so all their skills are on one dial. But I particularly enjoy having it on its own. And that's how you mess around with the ring menu. I know a lot of people ask questions about that. To check which ones are ring menu only, go to press start, character, skill, and you can start reading the descriptions in there. So I'm just going to show you the one that I know right away. It says here, quick slot available. There are no button inputs for it. This is the one that you should put on your ring menu because it's the only way to use that skill.
Yeah.
It's a question that we get a lot.
The coupon says that there's a quest, but there is no quest. What do I do? Honestly, I haven't tried it because I didn't think about it.
Oh, so what you do, if you have the right amount, oh man, I'll show you here. So, seashells. It says quest. But, if you go, you press find location on that thing, and it will take you to Bartelli. And when you go there and you do the exchange, just go to him. It says
it's the item itself says that it has a quest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's done in the form of a quest. So you go there, once you do the exchange, it'll say quest complete, and then go from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think they were talking about the exchange coupon itself.
Oh, the
Says that it
exchange
has
coupon?
a quest. That one I don't know about. I tried to know everything, but unfortunately, like, the thing between my ears is not that great anymore. I'm getting a little old. What else was I gonna do? That one.
Yeah. Ring menu feedback. I swear I'll look at it after the stream. I'll touch on that more probably in a future stream once I get back eventually.
Yeah, because you're going away tomorrow.
I am indeed.
Take me with you. I'll go in your suitcase, mate.
Oh, that'd be actually really sweet. I really like the area that I'm going to. That move changes to LTY in succession. Yeah, but you know, this is season. No one has succession right away. It's nice to have on there. So yeah. And again, like you're gonna see a lot, and I highly recommend this for anybody who's feeling somewhat lost in the game. there is a vast community out there that, hooray, beat monsters. So there's a vast community out there that will have all these guides and most efficient way of playing or the funnest way of playing and all this kind of stuff. Check them out, see what works for you, and go from there. Not everyone has to play the same exact way, and that's a good thing. And I really do believe that's a good thing. No one should be playing like me in the first place.
No, I've seen the way you play.
It's fun.
That's a word.
It is indeed a statement. But yes.
I'm trying to just clear up some inventory space so I actually have it. Okay, so with the, the exchange coupon, as I said, I'm not 100% sure right now how it works. Some people have said that it's done. So maybe you just go to Fugar, but otherwise, like, I'm going to have to search that out later on. Because I thought it was just, you get the coupon, you use it, and bam, the weapons change. I didn't think there was a quest.
Leveling in the special growth feels a lot slower than it does in main story. I think the reason for that, and I'll say this honestly, is because when generally people power level on the main servers, they switch over all their boss gear and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But in the case of seasons, you don't really have that. So the same route that you go on your power leveling grind is going to be very different for seasons because you don't have the same gear and ability to progress that way. You kind of have to account for it. So when you use like the rock hard belt as well as the forest eye earrings and the rings, I forget the exact name of the rings, your AP and DP is quite different than if you just switch over all your boss gear. So that's probably why. Also, for the person who gave us the Corsair combo, thank you very much. Luckily, I'm not going to be showing Corsair combos because this is supposed to be a beginner stream. If you do have a combo video that you've done, send it to me. I think it'd be nice for other adventurers to also see that.
Lejay, if you're asking about why the Black Spirit Pass is not in the Pearl store and on the system store instead, it's basically a failsafe that we had to put in to make sure that they didn't get locked.
There you go. Yeah, thank you people in chat for also helping us answer those questions that we've answered. If it's a new player just learning skills, how would they know? Absolutely. So when it comes to... I'll partake in this conversation because I think it'll help new people as well. When it comes to skills and what you want to prioritize, I honestly believe that if you... Oh no, why are people here? I will end you.
You can't. There's no PvP, bro.
No, the imp. So when it comes to like the quests and whatnot, sorry, skills. When it comes to skills, I honestly say pick the ones that you feel most comfortable with. Especially if you're not already looking at guides, because again, if you're looking to be the most efficient, there's lots of guides out there, even for our latest class. There's a lot of guides out there on what helps and, you know, what's the best way to do PvP or what skills you should prioritize and all these kinds. There's a huge community out there for that. If you just want to play the way that you want to play, level up the skills that you want to level up and go from there.
The skills that you find you use the most are generally the ones you should level up first.
Yep.
Or the ones that you do and you go, whoa, that damage was decent.
Most people are just trying to kill things. Absolutely. So if you're just trying to pop things off and have fun with the game, then, you know, pick the skills that you feel most comfortable with. That's how I feel about it. I know there's going to be a lot of vets that maybe don't agree with that. But again, if your priority is to be the most efficient, there are lots of guides out there to do. No, I'm not taking the ladder.
All right. Marin?
No.
We've mentioned already.
Yeah.
Today's patch is going to change the level.
A lot of the certain issues with that are going to be fixed in this upcoming maintenance. There's other ones that will be fixed in the future maintenance. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go up this way. How far are you now?
I'm doing the glitch quest line, I think. I can't remember. I chose the middle one. Oh, I'm doing the Al Rundy one? Okay, cool.
I hate that jump. I always fail this on stream.
No, Marin is fine.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of questions that are coming up are now things that we've already answered, but it's okay to ask them if you come in late. I think a lot of people, a lot of people did come in late. There's a lot of people in chat that will be able to help you catch up on some of the questions that we may have already answered.
Okay. There's one thing I want to show to newer players.
Okay.
Just in case. Can we switch? I'm just... wrong button. I switched too early. Right. So sometimes you'll get to a quest NPC, you talk to them, and you're like, okay. And then this comes up. You must meet a certain requirement to obtain knowledge of the NPC. Go meet the NPC indicated on the world map first, then come back to obtain the knowledge. So basically, when it's your first time through, certain things you have to know about someone else to be able to progress. It automatically sets a waypoint. So normally you could just press the auto run button, which is L3. That'll take me here. If I talk to this guy, then I'll be able to talk to this guy, right? So I go to this guy, Kale. What's up, buddy? Yeah, sure. I don't care about you. This is the guy I want. Bam. Now I can talk to him.
Good
so,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live, unfortunately.
We are indeed live.
Barely alive. Hey.
I like that. This is indeed about seasons and about the stuff that are currently available. Even if you're not a new player, if you're a returning player and just kind of want to get into the thick of things, and this is what this stream is for. Because again, a lot of questions were about seasons, and with seasons comes a lot of new players who don't know certain things because, this game has a lot of things to know.
Also, a lot of veterans may have accidentally done the level skip, and there were a lot of questions about that.
Oh, I don't think people are upset that we're doing this, but more so that
we're going super basic.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we need to do that.
I mean, we want to help everybody, and if someone is just joining in, and maybe they were just chilling out and they saw us live, I don't know how you'd see us live, but if you did, then you get to help.
Yeah.
Also, the VOD will be up on YouTube, so they could watch back. Maybe they'll find it on our channel later on. Okay.
Maybe.
C-Dot, if you post that again, I will end Kashima. I'm not even joking.
What did he do?
Yes, C-Dot. Post that again, and I'll end you. No, sorry, I'll end Kashima, because that will hurt probably more. Okay. Clear your inventory before using the timepiece. I believe it transfers over. Maybe just the seasonal stuff will disappear. I believe the description of the item will tell you everything you need to know about it for the timepiece. But I'm not 100% sure. Why is my season box stuck at level 30? I'm level 53. Right, so make sure that you have the space to open it. Make sure that you can open it. Make sure that you receive the quests that you have to receive. Because I cannot see your screen, I cannot tell you exactly what the issue is. But, yeah. It should activate. Make sure you accept the quest from the Black Spirit, maybe.
For leveling?
Unless it's the season support box quest. The leveling aid box. Make sure you have empty inventory slots.
That's generally it. It's generally the empty inventory slots, as well as if it's a different box, you need to talk to the Black Spirit for that.
Also, one of the things as well, unsort your inventory. We showed earlier how to do it, but go to inventory, press down on the L3 button, and then you'll see if there are items locked behind slots, move those into empty slots, and then you'll be able to open it. That was a problem that someone else had the other day. It was like, yo, I have slots, and then they switched servers and it refreshed, and then they didn't. So if the buff runs out,
yeah,
then items can be locked behind the lock icon, which you could move very easily.
There you go. You also have to be on a season server as well to open those boxes.
Mua, that's being investigated. It's being looked into.
You're at level 54 with blue text and 53. I even have slots for sure. I think someone in YouTube actually helped answer this one. Are you on a season server?
Oh yeah, that one helps. You have to be on the season server too.
Yeah.
There are people who are like, yo, I'm on my season character. That means I'm on a season server. And you're not.
No, you will have to be on a season server, as far as I know. So definitely check that out. If it is a ongoing issue like that, then let me know, and we'll have to report that. That were hidden by choosing 65.
Profit, unfortunately, no.
No.
You do, like, that is the one disadvantage to the fast track quest, is that you will lose access to the quest numbers that you need for certain adventure logs. They will just disappear into the night, which is unfortunate.
I can't complete the Black Spirit Pass main quest artifacts of Naga. I think I know that one. Hold on. Let me get to a spot first before I can double check something. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Are there other ways to get swell seashells beside the Black Spirit Pass? I believe the leveling boxes help with it. The leveling boxes for season characters have shells in them as you go further up, but
they are a limited supply.
Yeah, they are limited, so definitely be careful about how you spend them. But let me check the one. Then where is it?
The Naga one?
Yeah.
You might have to go, if you chose a quest line where you don't have to go to the Naga thing,
no,
you might have to go further than you
do.
do.
Once you finish the Naga quest, first completely finish it, start the next quest right after that, then talk to your Black Spirit and click on the chat function. And then once you chat with him, that should unlock for you, so long as you've completed all the other things before, which you should have, because you wouldn't be able to get that as a reward if you didn't do all the other ones.
Yep.
But yes, talk to the Black Spirit and go from there.
So one of the things, the guy who tried to use the box wasn't on a season server. So just a reminder, season characters can go into normal servers, but normal characters cannot go into season servers. Certain things such as the level support boxes and a few other things, I can't remember what else, have to be done on the season server. So make sure that, you know, if you are playing on a normal server and you want to open a box that is season character tied, you might have to be on the season character. Season server, not the season character, the season server, to accept and open those rewards.
So, thanks, I got. Oh, I'm glad you got that. About the Naga quest and talking to the Black Spirit. I'm glad you got that one. Why can't I do the Gieth boss fight for season pass? Is it because of the level skip?
If you did the level skip, oh, I got this one, bro.
No, because they're late. Be nice.
I know. If you do the level skip, certain quests are completed when you reach certain tiers in the Fugar's Memorandum. So that particular quest, once you reach level 30, that will unlock for you. For full details of what specific season pass quests are unlocked at certain periods, console.playblackdesert.com, and then find the, I believe it's the season server A to Z, which will talk about it. Once you have reached level 30 and you've accepted that quest, go to the Black Spirit, select the chat icon, and he should have 4 options available for you to choose from, and then you just choose it, and it will give you that quest condition, and it will clear it for you.
Cool.
Why did it not state? I mean, it's a little bit of an oversight on my part. But
And-
also, like,
No, the other thing about that, which I'll say, is that that has been part of the feedback that we've been getting in terms of how the special growth quests kind of work out. In that, like, there should be better indicators, whether it's on our website or within the game as well, to explain what it really does. So we're taking that in, gonna try and make sure that we can get that out sometime soon to be able to fix that side of the UX portion of it all. If I bought costume, do I need to wear all of the same set to get the bonus, or can I mix and match and still get a set bonus?
mix and match to your heart's content, as long as they have the same bonus when you reach 4 pieces.
Yep. The honor costumes are a little bit different in that you can mix and match the honor set in general.
Because
And-
the bonus is the same between the honor piece sets.
And you'll see it. Like, it's bound. It'll also say equip 4 parts of the honor set. Now, when it says the honor set, it doesn't mean that specific one. It means it's just honor sets in general. And yeah, as long as they have the same effects, we're good to go.
Don't forget, if you do take the season growth quest, it is once per family, so you won't be able to do it again.
How
you
do
would
you
have to go through the normal main quest.
How do you get the skills to show up like that? If you go to Kashima, can you go to mine for a sec?
We're talking about the grey bar on mine that go white when you go blue when you press the buttons.
Yeah. So go to start,
Wait, where's yours?
settings, edit UI. I turned off.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. There we go. Oh, I know what I
You
did
have
wrong.
to be in a combat zone.
Yeah. I know what it is. Whoop. So let's just get out. But yeah, edit UI, and then you can kind of check it out from there. You can turn off the skill guide in general, and I believe that's the one you're talking about. I don't think you're talking about the ones where it's that skill guide right there. I don't think you're talking about the one that just has the icon on the side there and says Whirlpool 1 and all that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you the skills that are available to you there. When you're on a different class, because Corsair doesn't have Awakening, if you're on a different class and you have Awakening unlocked, whether it's season or whatever, as you switch, it will switch the guide for you. But yes, so start, settings, edit UI, and you can start doing this from level 7, so complete like the first 3 quests and you're good to go.
You brings up a very interesting point, one that I'd like to talk about as well. Like, the UI needs work. I moved everything around. That's one of the joys of generally having it. Like, it was introduced a little bit late, but like
You can switch back.
Yeah, what might look good for you might look even worse for me. Like, I've seen other people stream and how they move things around, and honestly, not my cup of tea. So I end up moving things around myself. Most of my setup actually is the same. The only thing I do is move the buff bar to where the party thing is, because I have no friends, so I never have to worry about being in a party.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, moving the UI around is completely up to you. Yeah, and also if you're a new player, the button inputs on the bottom right hand side, they do disappear when you reach a certain level. I believe it's like 50 something.
Not part of the 101, but that's a really good point, Rory. I'm gonna keep that in mind. That's a really good thing to probably maybe bring up. The season, like maybe some stats about seasons in general, and see how it goes. It might be kind of cool to see.
I'm kind of curious about the class distribution, right? 99% Corsair, and then after that, anyone's game, mate.
It pretty much is. There's been a lot of Corsairs, which have been really fun. Now, is there anything else we need to do in terms of? We've been kind of going for quite some time. Kashima, you doing okay? Okay.
We did say to the to our team leader, it'll be a short stream. We'll only do like an hour.
That's a good question. I need to double check on that, lol. If I use the Fugara timepiece to transfer EXP to Corsair, do I get the level up rewards? Can you double check on that for me, Kashima?
I would assume so. But wait, you can't transfer EXP to someone else.
No. If you go Fugara.
The timepiece doesn't transfer EXP between characters.
You can switch it to a new character.
Yeah, but it's then a level 20 season character, no?
Sorry? A season character?
You mean wait? What are we talking? Are we
If you-
talking
if
about
you
the
use a
EXP
if you
exchange
use-
coupons?
No, if you use a Fugar timepiece,
Yeah.
you switch over to a normal season.
You switch
And a
from
normal character,
Yeah.
right?
It doesn't switch the EXP over.
That's what he was asking.
Yeah, because it stays a level 20. Let's say you do a level 56 seasonal character with a level 20 normal character. You will end up with a level 20 season character and a level 56 normal character.
Yeah, so if the class is different, and you go from 20 to 56,
But the class's level doesn't change, bro. That's what I'm saying.
you just said they switch.
No, they switch season position, but the levels stay exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
So my 50, from what I'm aware, with the Fugar timepiece, if I have a 56 season character and a 24 normal character, basically they just swap positions, not EXP
No.
change. Do they actually swap? It says it transferred. Am I that wrong?
Yeah.
I need to read the item again.
Yeah.
I thought it didn't swap the EXP. I thought. Oh shoot! I got this guy. Hold on. Yep.
Let me double check on that because I know what you guys are asking for, and that one I have to double check in terms of if it works and behaves in that same way because it's a good question.
I need the. Let me pull up the item because I have the item description. Does it actually exchange EXP? Because if it does, then yeah, you'll get the rewards.
Have to double check that.
No, you'll get them.
Why?
That's because that's how it works. That's how it works.
No.
I am 99% sure on that. Let me get the Fugars thing.
But we're gonna have to double check on that. Let me come back to that question actually.
I thought it just swapped the position, but it swaps the EXP, so you'd have a level 20. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, my bad, boys.
You're also dying.
That's fine. I'll just resurrect myself. Man, I honestly thought the Fugars timepiece just swapped them over and you restarted. I am an idiot.
Oh goodness.
I am an idiot. It's been a week, boys. It's been a week, boys.
But again, I know what you're asking, so Caution, just confirm it, and then we're good.
Do I have the... I wrote the patch notes about it, too. To be fair, though, those patch notes... I woke up yesterday and didn't realize what I did for the last week.
Fair.
Right, the timepiece changes the season character to a non-season level and skill EXP transfer, but your season character stays the same level and retains it all. Alright, I trust you guys. I'm just a fool. I don't even understand my own writing. Alright. Well, yeah. Yeah, it says combat and skill are added as well.
Yeah.
Read patch notes, CM.
You're gonna get roasted for that.
I'll take it. I take it. I wrote the patch notes.
Because the question itself is good, and I actually really like that question because we have to double check it. Regardless of how it's supposed to function, we have to double check that. But essentially, it's like, I want to say that...
Am I that wrong? Man.
You're gonna get past this, dude.
No, I'm a broken man.
But we're gonna have to double check that for sure.
I wrote my own patch notes and I forgot how the Fugars thing worked. But this is the thing. Even people who know stuff can be wrong, so don't trust what you see and hear. The normal character...
Dude,
that
we're
is
the
changed
official
into-
channel.
Wait, when transferring the season character status will be transferred to the normal character.
But yes, thank you for the
normal
help,
character
everyone.
That is changing into a season character will get the combat skill EXP of the season character. I was thinking it was the other way around. Alright. Well,
When you were giving me a little bit of lip on that, you literally said they switch level.
I thought they did. Alright. Well,
Oh man.
this is why you should be you should be humble. Alright.
I'm gonna have to be there too, though. Where did it go?
Wear Lawns Classic for next stream. I mean, it's basically two towels tied together with a small chain, so anything is possible.
Fair.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for, clearing that up.
There we go. So that
I
one's
did it
done.
wrong.
And honestly, I think we're gonna. Should we just call it here? Because at this point, it's a lot more.
Calling me an idiot, yeah.
No, it's not. It's not as many like beginner season 101 kind of questions and stuff like that. So for now, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna have to do all the timestamp ones on YouTube, huh?
Yeah, for this timestamp though, just put Shirna is a goddamn idiot. Like
no,
just put it in. That should be the timestamp.
I was gonna say chat gets wild. Put me on main cam.
Okay.
So I found story gear rings, earrings. I imagine you meant belt as well. But no necklace.
What do we mean by story piece?
I imagine you mean the coral ring, or no, not the coral ring. The Valencia ring, the belt from Drigan, and the earrings from Kama.
If it's that there is no belt or necklace at this point in time.
There is a belt.
There is a belt, but there is no necklace at this point in time.
I can't
Forest
find
earrings, etc. Yeah, so there is no necklace at this point in time. Maybe in the future.
Maybe, but in terms of necklace, go Ashla.
I think the story necklace comes with a future region, so that is there. But otherwise, it's everything but the necklace for us at the moment.
I gotta try and quickly find it, but which region gives you the neck?
Odil.
No, Ashla.
Oh, Ashla? Oh, who knows? It's Ashla.
Beginners, dude.
I know. Ashla, I literally can't remember. It's in Media, though. Why are you looking in Calpheon, bro?
Because there's other stuff there, too.
You know what you could do is go to Start, Item Drop Info, and take a look. And it'll tell you if Ashla drops there.
No, I'm not saying about the drop. I'm saying there are quests that you can press Start on.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on the map like that. You have to just run around. It might be mains.
What do you mean? Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, right here.
Where?
It tells you exactly what you got out of here. There you go. So if you go to Abandoned Iron Mine, can you go to my screen for a sec?
I need to actually look at the map.
Iron Mine, thank you, on YouTube. Yeah, so if you go to Abandoned Iron Mine, what you can get is a dual Ashla's necklace, which basically go to that region, kill people, and then press the, I want to say the options button on PlayStation. I don't know what you guys would call it on Xbox, actually. But you would get that, and that would be your story neck that you can go. You can get duo here. Capodia does not work on...
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Capodia doesn't work on seasons.
I see what y'all did. I used my noodle to figure it out. I'm proud of you. But yeah, there's a lot of these kind of things as well that you can use if you don't have... Because to get the Kama earrings, the Drigan belt, and the Valencia rings, you need to do the story. But if you're all the way at the beginning, then I would just try and wander around and do these things as you go through the story. And these will help you. Why do I say Ashula? Because Korean.
Trying to...
Asula. Yeah, I'll go Asula. Yeah. But you can also
you get it there, and Asula's also drop in those regions as well.
Main camera, please.
Right, there is one more location that is actually really useful for season servers. I'm going to blow the top of a secret here because it does get you quite a few time-filled Blackstones. Marie Cave has the tombstones, and that is very, very good for your seasonal gear enhancement materials. That whole area basically drops them like it rains. And you have to be quite strong to do it in terms of seasonal character, but it is actually a pretty good place to go if you're looking for time-filled Blackstones, refined, and ores.
You also get necklaces from leveling up in the season reward stuff. Absolutely true. So definitely all this kind of... Thanks, Hashima. All this kind of gear, like when we say story gear, there are gear that you can use on seasonals. All those you can get through, let's say, events or in the... as drops and stuff like that. There's a lot of different options for the necklace. Belts, earrings, and all that kind of stuff. A lot of different options. That being said, I think we got to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I think we do as well. Guys, thank you all for joining us. I hope it's been educational, because even the people who write the patch notes don't read the patch notes, and they make mistakes as well. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been fun.
Oh, people just got here. This is the beginning stream, but yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'll try and go through the YouTube video to put all the timestamps on there. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you guys like these kind of one-on-one streams, especially for newer people or people who just didn't know this information, let us know, and we'll see if we can do more stuff like this in the future.
But yeah, thank you. I'll put my mask back on. Hold on. Sorry, I needed a drink. Drier than the Sahara Desert here. But guys, coupons I think were fixed, right? We just don't have one for this stream.
Did the coupons get fixed? Yes, the coupon system did get fixed. We don't have one for this stream. We have a lot of stuff going on, and I think you guys will be happy with the stuff that's going to happen.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget there will be maintenance later in a couple of hours. So the servers will go down then. During that time, we'll be doing a bunch of fixes for seasonals, as well as the Corsair succession damage issue will also be changed so that she's doing the right amount of damage. But yeah, I think that's everything.
Yep. Take care, everyone. See you guys next time.